You guys probably know me as a live trader, meaning I trade with my own capital. And that's what I have been doing over the past 2 years. And I never thought it was possible to be nicely profitable by using a stop loss, as you probably know by my previous videos. I was always the slow investor, dollar cost averaging, waiting for price to go into profit before I close it. Over the past 4 months while I've been gone, I've been developing and creating a new bot which trades indices and gold and takes opening range breakouts for quick profits and tries to stay within FTMO or other prop firms' rules. I mean, it seems to be working. I've bought 2 FTMO challenges and passed both of them. Let's quickly have a look at some backtest results. This is simply just a 1-year test, and I'll show you also in the backtester it working live so I can explain what's happening. So here are the 3 pairs, indices and commodity that I trade. So we have the DAX or the GO30, NASDAQ, NAS 100, and gold. The bot trades at the New York Open or the London Open, and it catches the volume for the day. Now, the trading theory is that when these indices move in one direction in the first 30 minutes, it's probably going to move in that one direction for the rest of the trading session or the day. So what we're doing is we're seeing that when we have a break of structure or we have a nice volume move in the first 30 minutes, we're kind of wanting price to move and continue moving that way for the rest of the day. So the bot uses the average daily range for targets, placing its stop loss, and checking eligibility if it wants to or not enter a trade for the day. The past 2 days of trading are really good examples actually of how the bot works. So this was Wednesday night. Let me turn this off. We took a break of structure on the 15-minute. So our range wasn't quite big enough in the 5 or 10-minute, but the 15-minute, yes, it ticked the eligibility check and volume was kicking in. So we took a 15-minute opening range breakout long, closing half the position there at 0.3 of an average daily range, and then the rest run till market close. Last night, another great example. We had a 30-minute break and we took it short, closed half, and closed the rest. Now, I did manually move my profits to these levels here. If I didn't, my TP would have been a whole lot lower because the bot also has a trailing stop and will just follow your positions in profit until it hits your full average daily range of movement. We'll have a look in the backtester so I can show you this actually happening live, but yes, it will trail and follow your stop loss. This is a very simple strategy. The opening range break, a lot of traders know it. However, if you add extra steps, you can make your entries a whole lot better. So for example, you can see here we have all these red lines. This is the bot determining that the range is no good, aka we've had market open and there's not quite enough volume for it to want to go in one position for the day, or there's too much volume at the open where it's already done its move for the day. So you do not want to enter on days like that. There is a filter that checks when is a good or bad day to enter as well. When you put the EA on your chart, you will notice that this dashboard will show up on the top left. And it's simply going to show you what the average daily range is, what your minimum and maximum ranges are for its eligibility check, and then your profit and loss. Just simple things that you need to know. Before I get into back testing, I do have another visual line which shows where the ADR high and ADR low is. Because we're trying to target full ADR moves. We think that if price is broken long, it's going to go long for the rest of the day and probably move its average pip movement that it has over the last X days. Maybe the last 10 days, or maybe the last 30 days. With the EA on your chart, you can simply see where the ADR high and lows are. You can use them for targets. As I've said, this is for prop firms. I've actually added a specific prop firm mode in this EA, and all that does is it helps you stay within your max daily loss. So you're only going to take the first opening range break of the day. Whichever one has a yes, okay eligibility check, the bot will take that one and no more. Some days you can get 4 losses in a row. And if you're doing that with 3 pairs, you could be getting close to your daily max loss. With most prop firms, it's about 5%. With this setting, you can max only lose up to, well, depends what settings you're running. Let's get into the backtester and have a look. Now I'm going to run some backtests in visual mode and explain what's happening as it's happening. I think the wisest thing to do would be to show you guys the settings quickly and explain what they do. So we have the ADR days, which is what the bot's going to look at to see. So for example, we have 10, which is 2 trading weeks, 5 trading days in a week. So we're looking at the last 2 weeks of movement, the average movement per day, and we're using that to see our eligibility, as well as use that as our stop loss and TPs. So we have our first target, which will be using the average daily range as a target, and we have a running target as well. You can choose the dollar amount you want to risk or the lot size, and obviously whatever you're trading, you want to put these times to the open time. There is also a loss recovery setting where if you lose the previous day, you can choose maybe the next day I want to risk 10% more. So if you're risking $100, the next day you'll be risking $110. All these settings are customizable to whatever you like. I usually leave my running target as 1 because we want price to move 1 average daily range, long or short, from the break. Obviously, we also have our trailing stop loss settings. So when price moves 0.3 ADR, which is your first target, then it's going to bring the stop loss to break even. And if it keeps moving down, it will follow it. You'll see it in the backtester. We also have a pip spacer setting where instead of placing the buys and sell stops at the highs and lows of the candle of whatever breakout you're taking, you can put a little spacer between it in case your broker has bad spread. Last but not least, we have only the first eligible leg, and this is my prop firm mode, which can help you stay within your max daily loss settings. These are the settings I'm going to be running for this backtest. So I'm going to be using the 10 average daily range, looking at the 15 and 40% min and max for the eligibility for the trades. Since we're trading the DAX or German indices, I want London open, which on my broker is these times. 10 a.m. open, 5 minutes past for the 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute. I'm risking $100 and I have a 0.15 daily loss recovery added. So I'm risking $100. If I lose that day, next day I want to risk $115. Stop loss is 0.15 of the ADR. First target 0.3, which is 1 to 2, risk to reward. Run a target full average daily range, of course. I have my trailing stop to follow it 0.3 behind. Barely have a pip spacer, and prop firm mode is off. So I'll be entering more than 2 positions if they go against me. Obviously, this bot has to run on the 5-minute chart. So we're kind of scalping, but sometimes you can get stuck in positions that will last the whole day. So we're day trading. We're in and out of the market every day with these settings that I'm running. Let's have a look at the backtester running the bot. So we're waiting for our 10 o'clock open. The bot will not take trades until 10 o'clock, which is still a few hours away. There we go. We have our market open and we have a good 5-minute range. It fits between our minimum and our maximum. So we've gone long. TP1, TP2, which is at the ADR high because we want those full ADR moves. And we'll just see what price does. Oof. So it's come completely down and hit our stop loss. So we're down $100 at the moment. Now we've gone the opposite of our 5-minute RB. So we've gone short. And we've just closed our partials at 1 to 2. I've closed 50% of the trade at 1 to 2. So I'm risking $100. I lost $100 in this move, but I've closed $100 in profit here. So right now we're in break even, 1 cent. And we've just got the other half of the position running. We've still got 50% of this trade short in the market. And since we've hit our 0.3 target here, the bots brought the trailing stop loss to this line here. So no matter what happens, if price just shoots up, we're going to be break even for the day. If it continues down, the bot should follow it with its stop loss. You see the stop loss moving down with it. Stop loss is following it. full TPs all the way down here, which is one average daily range, or 18,000 pips from where it takes a short. And we got trailing stopped, still made $116 for the day. I played out a bit faster so we can see more examples. So we had a double stop. We've gone short, nice on the 5 minute. Trailing stop loss, closed at market end. Just lost twice that day. Nice long positions, one short loss. Double long, one short loss. You can always see the profit and loss up here as well as it plays out. So 10-minute long. The 5-minute range was no good, but the 10-minute was, so it took a 10-minute break. And then obviously closed at market end before the next trading day. Nice short, trailing stop. We just got ticked into a stop loss there. Fucking nice day long. Another short, hit TP1 and then hit trailing stop. Nice long day. Again, double loss. You don't win every day. Nice. Nice. Double loss. Let me play it out in quick mode so you can see it. There you go. Oh, there was a bad day. So this day it actually took no trades at all because the range was too bad. The range was way too low. So it's the bot saying you're probably going to get stopped out. It's probably going to go up and down and not move anywhere for the day. So that's the gist of it. It's going to take its breaks, whichever is eligible, and close and follow the trailing stop loss. I'll let it skip and we can watch the graph of the account over 1 year. So you go through bad periods like right here. That was just straight losing. So maybe if you had your prop account then, you would have just lost it. Still ticking away. We're about halfway. This was a 10K starting balance. All right, and that's the end of the test. So we end up doing just shy of 70%. And that shows because the last 2 days of trades were fucking excellent for the DAX. So this is literally yesterday or 2 days ago, we took a long on the 15-minute break. The 5-minute was no good, 10-minute no good. 15-minute was in the pip range. Took a long, closed partials, closed the other half at market close. And then just last night, we took a nice short on the 30-minute opening range break. So closed half and then let the rest run for full TP. So I can scroll back and you can just see what the trades have been doing. That's me briefly describing the bot. There are many ways you can trade it and change the settings to trade specifically for you. Maybe you want to trade one pair or one indice and maybe risk a little bit more because that indice looks to be doing well at the moment. Maybe gold's at all-time highs and it's just ranging. So maybe you want to turn that off for the time. Maybe you want to manually set your TPs at clear levels you can see. The possibilities are endless with this bot because they're customizable to what you want. A lot of EAs on the marketplace will have one set of settings and then charge you extra for a different strategy. If you want to have a play around in the backtest, there's a free demo on the MQL5 marketplace. You can just download that and mess around with the settings. If you have any questions with the bot, maybe you're having trouble activating it, or maybe you want ideas on strategies you can use for it, message me on Discord. I'll leave a link below for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to be bringing out heaps more videos now that I'm done this bot. I've been gone for 4 months and I've just been fucking building this bot, but it's done now. So like, subscribe, and more videos will be coming out in the future.